Well, did you watch it, viewers? Did you watch Liverpool versus United? What a game. Did you enjoy it? I did. I went through a lot of emotions, but I really enjoyed it. Do you know what? With about 10 minutes ago, I thought, I am proud of this United team today, and I can't remember having those thoughts all year, all season. I just can't remember it at all. I thought, even if we get done 2-1, I'm proud. In the end, we could have won it with Maguire. I mean, I don't blame him at all, and to be honest with you, Adia scored and they look back. There's every chance Xerxes may have just been offside. I'm not sure about his arm, so it may not have counted anyway. It doesn't matter whether we deserve to win it or not, or whether we deserve to lose. I think a draw is a fair result. But that performance for me tonight, for all Liverpool weren't at the best, and don't get me wrong, some of that is down to United being as good as they were. That was by far and away the best performance of the year. I mean, we beat City 2-1 after being 1-0 down with only minutes to go. But that performance was nowhere near the performance of today. Nowhere near it at all. This was fantastic. You watch this and you think, why on earth can we not do that week in, week out? I said after we beat City, I just hope this is the catalyst for something good. It wasn't. We went back into our shell and back to doing old habits. But this today, I think we competed for everything and we ran hard. Slot at the end is bemoaning the fact that the goalkeeper was knocking everything long. Why not when you're against the best team in Britain and you're on their mid-in? And why not when our backline sometimes is suspect and Anna himself does the odd stupid thing? Get it long, as I've been saying all year, get it in their half, and even if they've got the ball, they've got the whole pitch to come up to our goal with. Let it go that way. But today, I thought we were great. The manager tonight has just mentioned the hard work, but it was just hard work and non-stop running. They all work really hard. Never mind the 3-4-3. The formula is all to hurry, all to work hard, and you get results from working hard. It's just plain and simple. If they do that next game and keep on doing that, we'll win a lot more than we'll lose. We'll do really well as the season goes on. That was absolutely excellent. I didn't make some notes, but there were some players I wanted to mention. I'll put the bins on for this. Who did he have? Bruno. Fantastic. Do you know what the difference was today? He wasn't falling all over the floor. He wasn't rolling on the floor. He wasn't throwing his arms in the air. He wasn't having a go at his teammates. And he certainly wasn't constantly having a go to the referee. He actually stayed on his feet and played football. And when he does that, he's a great player. Today he was sensational. He was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Mainu and Ugarte, fantastic, the both of them, absolutely brilliant. Now I know Ruben has said to us, he's got to keep putting different people in. He's worried about people's injuries and he's worried about losing folk. I get that, which is why he keeps chopping and changing. But every time I see a game starting and we start with Eriksen and Casemiro, I think, oh my God, no legs, we're going to get overrun. And it's everyone knows that our backline isn't the fastest in the world as well. So all you're doing is inviting pace on you all the time. But put Mainu and Ugarte in there and you've got some legs. They both played great. I thought Ugarte was brilliant today. But they both played really well. If it were me for the rest of the season, I would try to build a team around those two. They would start every single game for me. If 5 or 6 more games in, they're looking tired, then rest them, put them on the subs bench. But until then, start every game with them. Both great. Who else did we have? Maguire. You know, they're talking now of extending his contract for the year's option. I would. I've been saying before, he's as slow as slow can be. But I always said if ever we played a back three, I think he might be ideal in it. And I think this back three like suits him. I know outside him he's got De Ligt who ain't that fast either, but I think they can cover for one another having 3 of them there. I really do. I just like Maguire. He's playing better and better. You know, he puts his body on the line absolutely all the time. And his heart's in the right place. He never does anything but give 100%. If the rest of the team did that game after game, we'd be a lot better off than we are now. I thought Dallo had a cracker today. Trent was really poor. I think his head's in Spain, I really do. Whether he goes or not, I think his head's been turned. He was really poor today. But that doesn't hide the fact that Bruno and Dallo on that side were sensational. Dallo was really good. It's one of the best games I've seen him have. Who else did we have there? Diallo didn't do absolutely loads other than the goal, but he never stops trying. He never stops running. The application is absolutely fantastic again. If 1-11, we had the application we get from Maguire and Diallo game after game, we'd be fine. We'd have absolutely no problems. Who else was there? Martinez. I was pleased he scored. Really pleased he got his goal. Because the last few weeks he's been really, really, really poor. And I think his confidence has looked shot. Maybe that just might help his confidence. For all it was something at the other end of the pitch. Who else is there? The only other I can speak about is probably Højlund. I still look at him and I want to say good things. And I think he's a try and I think he'll be a player. But I'm not so sure he is at the moment. I think we're carrying someone up front. We need a world-class proven goal scorer and we've not got him. Let's just assume that we had the boy from Sporting who our manager wants. Let's assume we were getting him this transfer window rather than end of season. That's if we get him at all. We could look a totally different team. We could, honestly. The boy from Napoli who's at the moment in Turkey, if he came, if we did the swap with Napoli for Rashford, that could help. The proven goal scorers, and I'm not sure Højlund is yet. I'm really not. And that's a worry for me. Again, he's done, 70, 80 minutes today, not been in the game a hell of a lot. He's not imposing himself enough to get the ball off others. And he's not sort of putting himself in the game, really. But he does some good things. And when he has the great chance like the one he had in the first half, he fluffs it when they've just got to go in. They've just got to go in. But all in all, great performance. If anybody's seen my earlier video about the match, I told folk I did something I've never, ever done before. And as part of an accumulator, I had Liverpool to win today. I've never done that before. But I, like absolutely everybody else, thought Liverpool were absolutely nailed on. Had the bet come in, I thought it was 300 quid, it was 270. Just for folk that think I'm absolutely stupid. I didn't like potentially losing. Well, I was edging my bets. What I did was, just when they got the penalty, it was still 1-1 and they got the penalty, I thought, right, what odds are there now? United the draw or win, which is called the double chance. They went from 4-6 when the penalty was given to 3-1. He'd not yet scored the penalty. I thought, right, I'm having a bit of that 3-1. So I got on a little bit at 3-1 in the hope that he might miss the penalty and we'd hang out for a draw or win it, in which case me bet would win. Or if he scored the penalty, there was a chance we'd score another goal and get back in it, which is ultimately what we did. Anyway, when he scored the penalty, I looked 5 minutes later and the odds had gone up to 11-2, so I had another tenner there. So the way it was working was, if Liverpool had won, I was getting 270 back. If United win or draw, I'm getting 210 back. If they draw, I get 210 back, so I've lost 60 quid. I wasn't that bothered with that, and I'm hoping then, as the final whistles come in, come on United, come and win it, come and win it. I don't want Liverpool to win now, and if United win, I've got double bubble, I've got a couple of hundred quid coming back, and I've got a United win. No, we didn't win it, but still a fantastic result. I just hope it's not wasted. If the players just sit down and look at that and think to themselves, wait a minute, we work hard, we run hard, we tackle hard, we compete for everything, 1-11, this is what we can do. If they start thinking that way, we'll have a good end to the season. That Europa League, for a start, we can win that and get back in Europe, because that's what's needed. We need to win that. A week or two ago, you think absolutely no chance the way we're going on. Absolutely no chance. Which is why I bet against them. I've never bet against them in my life. I bet United time and again this season and done my money in, because you just can't trust them. Based on that performance today, if they can turn the next 5 league performances in like that, they'll win 4 of the 5 probably, if not all 5, regardless of who they play. They've got Arsenal in the cup next. If they play like that against Arsenal, they can beat Arsenal. If they play like that tonight and pick the same team, or very close to that, if I see Eriksen and Casemiro starting against Arsenal, I'm panicking. Simple as that. But mainly when Agati starting, every chance. Absolutely every chance. Wonderful United. Absolutely wonderful. No, Liverpool weren't at the best. No, they weren't. But part of that was down to us not letting them be. Great game. They certainly surprised me. But I'm not the only one. They've surprised Neville, they've surprised Keane, they're all professionals, so if they're shocked, I've every right to be. Well done Manchester United, well done Mr Amarin. Let's just hope you can get it into their heads that weekly now, or daily, they've got to work hard, not just in training, but also on that field. When they take to that field now for games, they've got to work to that level, because if they do, they're going to win a lot more than they lose. A hell of a lot more.